man. Welcome to Showface News. You can call me what you want. Just don't call me woke. And you're not rocking with the town favorite, Showface News. It's Big Gotham, man. You already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you like the video. Share the video. Listen up. So there's been a very viral clip from No Jumper. All right. Almighty Suspect and Adam22 went at it, and it got real crazy. Almighty Suspect questioned the validity of hip-hop, and Adam22 questions Adam22's validity in hip-hop. All right. I see some people trying to copy the mayor's swag. Let me tell you something. There's only one man. All right. There's nothing wrong with influence, but some of y'all, listen, y'all been doing it though. It's cool though. Y'all make sure you hit the like and share the video. It's the mayor. Let's get into it, gang. Let's go. Come on.
Suspect's a stubborn guy.
But y'all both talk about two different things.
You thought you knew more hip-hop about me, you lost the conversation.
At the moment that you start arguing from authority and arguing that your opinion is better just because of your life experience, no, that's what you're saying right now.
They said that, and I agree.
You're leaning on your life experience to say that you should automatically win the argument.
I didn't say that.
That's what you just said.
I didn't say automatically. But no, the moment that you tried to discredit, like you know, how do you know more hip-hop about me? How?
No, but what you're doing right now, acting as if
that's the question.
Why I'm talking? Stop talking while I'm talking. You're arguing now that my opinion. Why are you interrupting so much?
Because I want to know the question. You didn't answer the question. You was done talking, then I asked the question, and you interrupted.
You're asking why am I allowed to have a legitimate opinion on hip hop? No, you're saying that my opinion can't count compared to yours.
That's not what I said. I said the moment that you insinuated, like the moment that child was ready, and then you said like, oh, like Suspect knows more than hip hop about me, nigga. You came in hip hop in 32. I was born into hip-hop.
What are you talking about? I've been listening to rap since I was a tiny child. Bro, no, but this argument is you taking an L because you're arguing that I can't have an argument.
I'm not saying you can't have an argument.
No, but you're arguing that my opinion.
I didn't say you can't
but
have
why
an
is my opinion less relevant than yours?
I didn't
That's not the kind of thing that people will. No, on a podcast, that's not what you do. You don't tell the other person that their opinion doesn't count because they're white or because they're old or whatever. Well, that's what you're saying.
I didn't say
and you're lying because you just said that I got into hip-hop at 32.
I didn't say it count. You got into talking to rappers at 32, did you not?
No, yeah.
Okay then, nigga, I was born into hip hop.
Okay.
What are you talking about? I was judging battles.
I'm saying that if you go on a podcast and you argue that your opinion matters more than the other person,
it matters
no, that's what you're saying right now.
I didn't say it matters more.
No, that's literally what you just said.
And the only reason I brought that up is because when that chat came up, you immediately insinuated like, oh, how does Suspect know more than?
Yo, this is gonna be a good one, champ. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I never seen Adam get loud with his employees unless he felt protected. And DW Flame has his own show right there. So in case things do get chippy, all right? Yeah, you got top flight cause security right there, champ. Just in case things do get rocky, you dig? Let me share the like and share the video. I see where this is gonna go.
And I just told you how. You came into hip hop at 32.
That's not true. You're lying. I've been listening to hip hop since I was a small child, since I was in elementary school.
I've been in it, though.
Just because you were hanging out with Lush at battles doesn't mean that.
Hanging out with Lush.
Okay, but
being a fan and being in it are completely separate things, Adam.
How are you in it?
Why don't you understand?
Just because you were going to live shows?
No, not
because you're going to battles.
I'm judging battles.
I'm saying
I'm judging battles at 12.
Suspect. If you're gonna have,
my father is an underground.
Why do I keep talking and then you start talking over me?
You didn't let me answer.
Shouldn't we let each other talk?
Let me answer.
No, but you keep saying the same thing over and over.
How? And then I tried to answer and then you cut me off.
I'm gonna explain to you like a pretty simple concept in podcasting, which is
you got it, bro. You won.
If we're gonna have an argument,
you got it.
You can't tell me that I can't have an opinion.
You got it. You won.
Why are you doing this little spoiled brat thing?
You got it. You won.
You got it. You won.
You won.
Oh man, this is kind of sad.
I bet it is. It's sad that you feel like as 32, as being a fan of hip hop and somebody who's actually in hip hop.
Well, you're doing it again.
How?
You're doing it again.
How do you know?
You're telling me I can't have an opinion on rap because I'm.
The nigga ain't tell you couldn't have an opinion on rap. He definitely ain't tell you rap. I ain't gonna lie. I know what's really going on here, champ. Y'all low key in shambles, and y'all not going to admit that. Well, especially Adam. Adam ain't going to admit that, bro. You've been clout chasing a little bit too roughly, champ. Your clout chasing has been heavy. You've been heavily clout chasing. You know, that's what's been really going on. We know what's happening. All right. Your hairline is taking a beating. We know that. All All right, we know what's going on, man. And allegedly, Sharp might be not on no jumper no more. Allegedly, your boy Almighty Suspect might not be on no jumper no more. It depends on how this all goes. I feel like Adam is looking for new recruits and trying to take this into a different direction. You might be looking at a no jumper transition, quote unquote. Pause if necessary. Let's keep it going.
I'm white. I didn't say you can't have an opinion. Where did white come into this? I said 32. I never said white. I said 32.
So because I became successful interviewing rappers at 32, that undermines my opinion.
That's not what I said.
That is literally what you just got done
saying.
You
keep putting words into my mouth. That's not what I said.
The only words I'm putting in your mouth are the ones that you literally just said.
No. Repeat what I said, not words in my mouth. Say exactly what I said. Quote me. Don't put your perception of what I said on it. Quote me, nigga.
I'm just saying.
Don't put your perception on it. You're putting your
this podcast would be very, very boring if every argument got broken down to I have more authority in hip hop. If we want to talk about who has more authority in hip hop,
you're talking about authority.
I can talk about my accolades in terms of what I've accomplished in hip hop. You might have been in it for a long time. I got the accolades.
Adam, we not even about to do that. What you mean you got the accolades, nigga? What you mean you got the accolades just because you managed a certain rapper? Yo, bro, there's a lot of pale folk that come into the hip hop genre, bro. You know what I'm saying? They are guests, as they say, guests in the hip hop culture. If you're not from Black American culture and you come into hip hop, you're technically a guest. Feel me? It's true. If you Black American, 9 times out of 10, you probably was born into hip hop music. You know what I'm saying? Especially depending on where you're from. But you, sir, yes, you are a guest that just so happens to have hip hop content. And it's honestly the same thing for the gang content. That doesn't come from your culture either, as far as I'm concerned. Like, you talking about black gangs, bro. All right. And like I said in the last live stream, I said majority of black gangs have a pro-black background. Like, they're mostly pro-black. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you speaking on that, that's not your culture, bro. You dig? That's just a fact. But y'all hit the like shit video. Let's keep it going.
That's where y'all gonna come in.
I got accolades on the ass. I got accolades I shouldn't even bother to mention.
Y'all gonna come to the same point again where y'all talking about two different things. You get what I'm saying? Right now, y'all even arguing two different things. The whole thing started.
No, but he's the one telling me now that I can't even have an opinion because I'm white and because I became successful in hip hop when I was older.
Who said white? I said 32. More words in my mouth. What are you talking about?
I think that's what you're getting at. What are you about to eat?
If I'm gonna get at something, I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna insinuate a thing. It's fried chicken.
I'm challenging you to prove that you're not actually triggered and mad by like being able to have like a normal conversation about this as well.
The only reason I got mad is when the super chat read it and you insinuated like you had more hip hop knowledge than me, nigga. Please.
No, I just don't.
Talking about
the same. My issue with the super chat is my issue with what you're saying in general too, which is that we shouldn't be having a conversation in which we tell the other person that their opinion matters less because of their lived experience.
More perception.
Could you imagine me and DW arguing about rap and him saying, "Well, I'm from Long Beach, so your opinion doesn't matter." That's what
DW ain't gonna argue with Adam. Adam gave that nigga his own show. There is no argument. Them niggas, that nigga gave him his own show, champ. Top cuz security, yeah. In case things get chippy, he will be the mediator, right? He'll be the mediator right there to stop the madness, right? Adam feels very safe in this argument. There's no, he got his dog, his poodle right there. You know what I'm saying? He feels very safe. That's the same dog you walked when you was with that Mook film star you was walking with, champ. All right, Jack Daughtry's twin brother, to be very exact. In case y'all think that that's an underage person, no, the person is 20 years of age. Just so y'all know.
About some Long Beach shit. Does your opinion not more?
We're talking about hip hop in general.
You can't tell me nothing.
I was born in hip hop. What aren't you understanding? He's born in Long Beach.
Okay.
He can talk to more Long Beach shit about.
No, if we're talking Long Beach, for sure that makes sense. No, but what you're doing right now is exactly what I'm talking about.
Bikes. I was born in hip hop. How can somebody whose whole culture, everything they live and breathe?
This is an interesting way for you to choose to lose this argument.
No. I'm about to break it down for you. Do our culture don't live and breathe hip hop? Yes or no? Do it not?
That doesn't make you right in this argument.
No, I'm not saying
just because you've been hanging out at battles.
I'm saying my opinion. We're talking about right. Let me get my opinion.
What does hanging out at battles? Why does hanging out at battles make you a better aficionader on this?
I never said better. Can I get my opinion out?
Why? But you were just hanging out at battles.
Your perception, hanging out at a battle and judging a battle is completely different.
Okay.
I judged the battle.
Let's be very clear with hip hop. Hip hop is a culture. Hip hop ain't just the music and the rapping. No, it's a culture, the swag, everything. Hip hop. I used to sell sneakers. That's a part of hip hop culture. All right, you understand what I'm saying? There's certain things. There's so many sectors of hip hop culture. Even as far as dope dealing, that's hip hop culture. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of hip hop culture is street culture. It's swag. It's so many different things. That's just something that's in the Black American community. All right, that's how we grew up. All right, all types of things. All right, hip hop culture isn't just limited to just music. There's other things in hip hop as well. That's just hip hop. That's hip hop culture. Feel me? There's some negative things. There's some positive things. But yeah, he's right. He grew up in the hip hop culture. If 9 times out of 10, if you're a Black American, there's a good chance that you was definitely hip hop culture influenced. You was born into hip hop culture, especially if you are from the hood, and that's facts. Y'all hit the like, share the video. It's the mayor. Stop playing. Look.
What is the difference between listening to music and being obsessed with music and doing that, but then also sitting on a couch at a battle?
Gangbanging and being inside gangbanging. What is he
But being inside it doesn't make you an expert on it.
Being inside gangbanging don't make you more knowledgeable than a fan?
That's crazy for you to say. I ain't gonna lie. You said being inside the gang don't make you more educated than someone outside? That's insane. Somebody that's inside a gang is supposed to know way more, because guess what? When you in a gang, you being given knowledge, right? You being given knowledge. There's things that you know that you're being taught and that you're learning if you aren't in a gang. All right, that an outsider is not going to know, regardless. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You dig? So that's all I'm saying. I don't understand that. Well, yeah, he's bugging, bro. He's bugging, bro. I have Caribbean background, but I'm born in New York, and guess what? I have an American mother, and my father is West Indian. So guess what? In the Caribbean, they don't consider me Caribbean, nigga. I'm born in America. I'm an American. You dig? So I'm a part of the culture too. Biggie Smalls, born in America. Biggie Smalls also is an islander. 50 Cent is Jamaican too, but 50 Cent is born in America. We still a part of hip hop. You dig? So if you're going to say that I ain't you Caribbean, nigga, I'm born in America. I'm born in New York, born and raised. All right. And I have an American parent and I have a parent that's not American. All right. So I don't even know how that's an argument. But y'all hit the like, share the video. It's the mayor. Look.
Yeah, it does.
For sure.
Outside of it.
Who's a bigger expert on gangs? A guy who like writes a book on gangs and like really like breaks it down, or
a nigga who lives
Crip
it every
Mac?
day.
Who's really only exposed to one gang?
Crip Mac no more than that.
Than a nigga
Than the guy who wrote the book. I'm not saying me, but I'm saying like a guy who wrote the book on it.
Fuck
the nigga.
So
who
you're telling me that a random fucking dude who happens to be in a gang is more of an authority on gangs than a guy who studies it for his entire life. Now, this is just like a metaphor.
I'm talking about a nigga who was born.
I'm not going to say more authority.
Born in your hood.
With that, so what Adam is saying with that argument, you're pretty much saying that someone who works in the police force that studies gang culture has more knowledge on gang culture than someone that's actually in a gang. That doesn't make any sense, because you know what? Somebody who studies the gang may have misinterpreted something that they don't understand because they're not around the gang or in a gang to understand that. They can automatically perceive something as something that it's not because they're not in a gang. Understand what I'm saying? So somebody who's in the gang has way more foundation and understanding because they're actively doing it versus someone who's studying it from the outside. You dig what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But y'all hit the like, share the video. It's crazy.
A nigga who wrote a book about
police got more authority.
He studied it?
All I'm saying is
he studied it. Come on.
Suspect. Nobody.
What are we talking about?
Suspect. Let me just make my point. Nobody wants to watch a podcast in which you proclaim that you have the only valid opinion because of the fact that you used to hang out with Lush at battles.
That's what you're saying.
No, that's what you said.
I never brought up Lush.
Why do you keep saying things that denying that you said them?
I quote me. Stop putting
this has happened a lot of times in a row now.
I never quoted anything. You're not quoting me. You're saying.
No, I am.
No, that's not
I'm directly quoting you.
No. Like I said, once again, a nigga who was born in the culture knows more than a fan.
You're doing it again.
Oh, that's a fact, is it not? A nigga who born in Long Beach.
And my response to that is
he's exactly right.
My response to that is that
no.
Nobody wants to listen to a podcast where you talk about how you're the only one who gets to have a valid opinion.
Only one.
Hold on, but his thing is you saying since he white,
I didn't say white. He said white.
Why you throwing rocks and hiding your hands? Because we all know what you're fucking saying.
No.
He's throwing rocks and hiding his hand.
No. I'm about to tell you why
I'm not. He's throwing rocks and hiding his hand.
I can tell you why you because you said the culture. You said the culture.
Listen,
one mic.
Let me
go ahead.
Let me dismantle.
I'm gonna tell you who side DW Flame is on right now. You think he gonna betray or go against the nigga that gave him a show? I think not. That's not gonna happen, bro. I promise.
He trying to say
but then he's going to say something, and then I'm going to repeat it back to him, and then he's going to tell me that he never said that.
He's talking about one mic, and I'm trying to get my opinion now, but I'm talking
because you keep saying the same thing.
Listen, I'm about to say something completely different if you'll shut the fuck up. Listen, he's talking about white, right? If I call Lush is way more knowledgeable about hip hop than him, because Lush has actually been in it for 30 years.
But
see,
he's a fan.
Again,
I'm not talking about white.
He's saying that you ain't been in it.
I told him that he shouldn't be arguing that his opinion is the only one that it matters because of his life experience. But now he's saying the same thing about Lush.
No, listen.
He's putting Lush as a stand-in for himself. My argument is that our arguments should be able to stand on their own.
You
have no argument here.
More than you because he's in it more.
You gave up on having an argument, and now you're arguing that you're the only one who gets to have an argument.
He said white.
He's saying he's not saying this because you white. He's saying
I just named you a white man who knows
been in hip hop for real for a long time.
For real.
I know because he realizes that it's kind of tacky to just talk about himself. So now he's subbing Lush. He's subbing Lush in my
head. Now you're trying to tell me what I realize in my head. More perception.
I'm breaking down what you're doing right now because it's so transparent.
More perception. Quote me, nigga.
It's so transparent.
You tried to say that I said you don't know shit because you came in this house a white man in 32. That's not what I said. I never said white. And then I gave you an example of a white man who's actually been in it who knows more than you. That's why I said white. You said white. Let's know.
Did you notice that not once in this argument have I flexed my accolades?
You just said white.
Which is that?
Sound like that's what you want to do.
Suspect. Here's a question.
Not rapping.
Who has created the most successful podcast on the West Coast in the history of the internet?
But you don't rap. I knew Cuz was about to do
That's different.
Nigga said who created the most successful podcast on the West? I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's cool and all. But understand the people that's making it, is still black folks you have on the podcast still at the same time. You dig? I'm just saying. But again, I didn't hear him say white man. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't hear him say white man, though. I'm just keeping it a bean.
Spectator?
Look at him moving the goalpost. Now you don't rap.
Let me give an example.
Who is the most successful person in the media space on the West Coast of the last 10 years?
Let me give an example.
No, that's an honest question.
Let me give an example.
You tell me. No, I want you to answer me. Who's the most successful person building a media platform on the West Coast? No, stop. One mic.
What's the name of OG Crit?
One mic.
You get what I'm trying to say? How is the spectator? How is the spectator more knowledgeable about the person who's actually involved in it?
One mic.
How?
One single mic.
It doesn't make sense.
Individual
I'm
mic.
Talking.
One mic.
It doesn't make sense.
One mic.
How is the spectator more knowledgeable than the person inside it?
Okay, are you done? Suspect.
How is Street TV more knowledgeable than a Crip his whole life? Because he's been spectating Crip shit for a long time. That'll make you more knowledgeable than a nigga who was born in it.
That's insane. Suspect.
How is that insane? A nigga who's
the guy who's a gang expert who gets hired by the government to consult them on gang activities and trials is more knowledgeable than just a random dude.
So he can tell you more about the insanes than you. A nigga who been spectating and
no, but he could tell more about the entirety of the culture.
No, he can't.
Yes.
No, he can't. He can't tell you more about insane.
That's a fair point. I ain't gonna lie. That's a fair. If the person has dealt with multiple gangs and you know who's in law enforcement, the CIA, or some nonsense, then yeah, if that's all they dedicate their time to, then yeah, they that is true. I'm not going front. That's true because guess what? That person is consistently locking up gangs. So if you put it into that perspective, then yeah, that's correct. Yes. You know, I ain't gonna argue that. I get what he's saying. Yeah, so a regular gang banging person wouldn't know because that person isn't dealing with the ins and outs of a gang, especially someone who's trying to bring a gang down on a RICO. Feel what I'm saying? So I can understand that. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Been a spectator? How?
So the guy who studied it for his entire life.
They talking about two different things.
Y'all talking about two different things.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But he doesn't want to talk about what I'm talking about because he knows it's over.
Don't play, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
His whole argument is that I don't get to have an argument.
I've been saying that, bro.
A person who could.
You're not on mic.
Oh, shit.
No, but I mean, you could get on mic, but... You know.
It's a good argument to have. I ain't going front, you know. It's a good argument to have in that regard. You feel me? It's a good argument to have, but they might be talking about two completely different things. That's why it's being misconstrued. You dig? That's why it's being misconstrued. By the way, yeah, your boy Sharp might not be on no jumper no more, y'all. That's what the word is. The word is Sharp. Might not be on that platform no more, champs. You dig? It's getting spooky.
All right, we got P-Nice in the building.
Shut up, P-Nice. What's up, guys? What's up, G? How you doing?
Oh, man.
Y'all both.
Not the nigga that put Brick Baby in the air.
Y'all both saying some real shit.
Nah, so a person like you were saying, Adam, a person that studying this shit, they would know a lot. Probably a lot more than the person that's been actually banging this shit.
Because he watching
Because they studying it.
Because the average dude from your hood...
They probably asked him, they probably asked you, getting all the information that they need. But as far as experience,
right,
I go with you. You feel me? A nigga don't got experience on a nigga who studied. You feel me?
But
it's like a football coach.
We're talking about the average gang member, and my argument is that the average dude from your hood does not know a lot about what's going on outside of his immediate area.
That's what makes
us sure.
That's what makes us.
If you're a gangbanger in Long Beach, you have absolutely no reason to know what the fuck is going on in the valley. Who cares? Some of them might know. It's very rare.
You say you come.
It ain't very rare. Somebody that's an OG that travels a lot and moves and moves weight like that, they probably have excess knowledge on gang stuff. You know, there's certain individuals that have high ranking that probably do know a lot more. You know what I'm saying? So it's an argument, but to be honest, it's like it depends on who it is. So Caitlin Clark lost the championship, y'all. I was rooting for Shorty too. She looked like Manu Ginobili, nigga. I was rooting for Shorty. She like the female Manu or something. She lost? Oh, champ. Y'all hit the like shit of it. That's crazy.
Cover the world on it. Type.
Right.
You saying he could cover the
entirety of even just this city,
cover the world of it.
Is a very specific skill.
What he's saying.
And the average gangbanger is not going to go out of their way to get that skill because it would be totally useless to them.
It both makes sense, bro. Because a nigga can't tell me about something I'm inside of. Right? That's what you say. But I know.
I thought Caitlyn had the Mamba mentality. She fronted. She bricking threes, dog. Oh, champ. I'm gonna get to that soon, man. That's crazy.
You know more about me, and
but I know.
Yeah, but you were hanging out at battles.
Stop.
I created the most successful company in the history of the internet on the West Coast.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
no.
How would somebody who's just a fan be able to experience that much success? Meanwhile, what success have you experienced in rap?
He said he loved.
But what have you experienced? What success have you experienced in rap?
You saying you love.
Like you're saying that you have all this experience, but what have you done with it?
Right? You got it. Adam.
I mean, I don't want to make it a personal attack, but it's too hard not to.
Personal attack.
Oh my God!
No, you made it personal first.
How?
By calling me a fan and saying that I'm only.
I said you were a fan.
I've only been listening to rap since I was 32. You had so many.
I said you got in the
You had so many more years than me, and what did you do with it?
One mic.
Did you not get in the culture at 32?
You had all these years. What did you do with it?
In the culture at 32.
What did you do with all those extra years in the culture?
In my mouth, I didn't say.
But tell me, answer my question.
get in the culture at 32? Did you not?
No, I started interviewing rappers at 32.
Got in the culture. That's in the culture. Now you're trying to semantic.
Do you think
that not in the culture?
Do you think
being
that?
A fan and,
can you please respect the one mic? Allow me to speak.
You saying you loved it since forever.
Do you think that I just started being into rap at 32 when I got into it? I got into it with encyclopedic knowledge of this shit.
So you know
and
more
that's
than the
why.
nigga who was born in it.
But what have you done with that?
You got it, cool.
What have you
Now
done?
you want to make it a personal attack, and that's cool. You won.
No, but
bro.
you already made it a
won,
personal
bro.
attack
I
on
never
me.
made it a
So
personal
you're
attack.
not
I
giving
just
me
spoke
any
facts.
chance but to
I just spoke
express the
facts.
fact.
That's cool.
See,
bro.
you're
You
doing
can
the
make
damn
it
homie
personal.
thing. You're
Nah, that's
talking over me because you
cool.
don't want to hear my point.
Go
But my
ahead.
point
Go
is that
ahead. Go ahead.
I have experienced
Go off,
unprecedented success in this field. And I would have never brought that to the table, but for some reason you want to flex the fact that you were hanging out in poetry lounges with Lush.
So
Why
because you're
Oh, damn, he try to violate you, gang. Gang said you was out there with bongo drums and maracas listening to Kendrick. You heard? He said y'all was at the Shea Butter Lounge hearing raps, gang. Sharp didn't leave no jumper. Adam might be trying to get rid of Sharp though, because, well, from what I understand, Adam22 don't really rock with Sharp like that right now. That's what I've been told. In fact, he was trying to take shots at Sharp the last time that they did a podcast together. Is also what I discovered too. What I was told. I got to reference point and shoot so niggas don't think I'm stealing information. You dig what I'm saying? But salute to point and shoot. That he cold with it. He be breaking these joints down. Point and shoot. He be breaking these. He be seeing stuff I don't even be seeing. Like he got them in a chokehold for real. Like no lie. Point and shoot is crazy. I hate to like shit a video.
You keep saying fan.
He was hanging out where?
How am I a
You
fan
bullshit.
when I've experienced more success within this culture than like almost anyone ever?
cool. You right.
No, look.
I mean, how is that a fan?
Hey, look, what you're saying is you're covering the entirety of it. You feel me? The whole thing. And you make success off of it.
Right.
So you do know what you know. You do know more than a lot of
Right.
niggas.
Would I have become successful in this space if I wasn't extremely knowledgeable about it?
But what the homie saying
Who
is
here
you
can
don't
say
know
that
more
they
than me
went
'cause
and
I'm
sat
inside
down with
of it.
Joe Budden and 3 of his co-hosts and cooked them? I've done things that no white boy has
You
ever
taking
done
it
in rap.
somewhere else.
I'm just saying. It's true.
Okay, look.
It's
Both
not like
y'all-
an
both y'all
accident
got a
that I've
point.
managed to
I'm
have
saying-
so many
I'm saying-
accolades.
Nah, we ain't gonna disrespect point and shoot because Milk 7-4 was never that good. He did a reaction video with the Milk 7-4 always kind of been a cornball, and now that Milk did what he did, Milk don't even know he set himself up for failure. But I can't say point and shoot is the new Milk 7-4 because I think he's light years ahead of Milk 7-4 to be respectful. I don't even want to compare him to Son. I think point and shoot is light years above Milk 7-4. He got way more substance and breakdowns than Son. So I can't violate Son like that. I can't do that. You dig? But yeah, Milk 7-4 to me personally is very lame and always has been lame. That's just my personal opinion. I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all, he can't compare to that because he ain't over there on that. That's not something he want to compare with you with. You get what I'm saying? But
I'm just saying,
how he's saying
he's trying to diminish my contribution to hip hop by saying I'm just a fan and I got into it when I was 32. It's obviously crazy. So you're putting me in a place in which I have to do the thing that I absolutely never do, which is brag about how successful I am. I never do that. But you're trying to undermine me and say that I'm not allowed to have an opinion about hip hop because I started doing podcasts at 32.
Not that.
What
but
the fuck?
But you saying you capitalized off hip hop. He's saying he's really in hip hop.
Well, he was hanging out at poetry lounges and shit. Yeah.
You got it. You cool with the disrespect. Go ahead.
Nah, he wildin', bro. You can't do that. You calling this nigga a Shea Butter recipient, nigga. You trying to be disrespectful. Now, I ain't gonna lie, you still a guest though. Don't get it twisted. You're still a guest. You dig? You're still a guest though. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing about point and shoot's weight. I don't know about Son like that. I think he got fire content though. I ain't judging the man's weight. I don't know, bro. Feel me? But that's what you call it. You talking about Almighty Suspect. That's Almighty Suspect. But like I was saying though, yeah, it's like I get it. You know, you got accolades in hip hop. He actually used to be XXXTentacion's manager, by the way. You know, but still, it's like, yeah, he's in the culture. He come from the culture, but yeah, you still a guest in hip hop though, bro. I'm just gonna say that.
You laughing and shit, but it's cool, bro. You got it, man.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You got it.
But yeah, I think y'all got two different points from the beginning, from the start.
No, you started it. You forced me to do that.
How? I never.
Because you started calling me a fan and saying I got into hip hop at 32.
Did you not?
You lied.
Did you not?
You lied.
So what were you doing before?
What I said, I was riding BMX every day in the streets.
That's hip hop?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of it.
Get the fuck out of here. No, it's not.
Oh, so now you're making fun of my BMX shit.
It's hip hop. Get the fuck out of here.
Nigga said BMX is hip hop. No, it's not, bro. Oh, word? Hold on. No Face OK says no, he wasn't his manager. That was just for clout when X was. Oh, so he was lying? Oh, I don't like that. That's the type of time niggas is on. Ah, that's nasty work. Yeah, BMX ain't hip. I don't know where he got that from. Listen, just because there's a crossover, or there was a crossover with hip hop and rock and all that, that doesn't make it hip hop, bro. And BMX is in the street is not hip hop. You know what I mean? But that's nasty work. So Son was lying this whole time about being Son manager. That's crazy. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that.
Successful in BMX as well.
I'm not saying you're not successful. What the fuck?
But don't tell me that I'm not allowed to have an opinion.
What the fuck do riding bikes got to do with rap?
Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it's not a real thing. Hey, you want to know something? If you were to ask anybody who really knows about BMX, they will tell you that me pushing hip hop and BMX, person in the
nobody even think about that. Nigga, we don't give a damn about no motocross, nigga. What you think this is, champ? Rocket power, nigga? Bro said, yeah, I push hip hop and BM. Nigga, don't nobody give a finger licking F, nigga. How about that? Now you're making me upset, champ. BMX? Come on, bro. What are we doing here? How we get here, bro?
History of bike riding in terms of the music. Because I was always at the forefront. And I'm talking before No Jumper. Because I was always putting new, interesting rap. I was the first person to put Gucci, Thug, Can, all this shit. Back in the day, like after the Animal era, which ended in like 2006, I was the guy who was pushing hip hop in BMX and basically made it so that hip hop was the sound of BMX for the whole.
That don't make you a part of a genre, and we don't give a damn about BMX, nigga. Dirt bikes, bro. Like, save that for like the X Games or something, bro. Like, what are we even talking about, bro? Yeah, man, because I brought hip hop into the BMXer. Like, yo, bro, we don't care. That's pretty irrelevant. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. BMX, nigga, we don't give a damn about a BMX, respectfully.
Whole time that I was the most popular blogger in the space, but he doesn't get that, so he's down to diminish it.
Okay, so we going
this shit going everywhere. Right now.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, hold on, cuz now we on BMX again.
But Suspect did get me out of pocket and forced me to do the thing that I don't normally do, which is to tell you how.
This nigga said he bring hip hop to niggas that ride ATVs, bro. What are we even doing here? This is irrelevant and a dumb argument, by the way. I brought hip hop to people who do motorcycle tricks and thin air. Like, okay, and then what? Like I said, his ego got hurt because he felt like bro was trying to say he wasn't like a part of the culture because he got some type of accolades. You feel me? Here, this nigga go talking about motocross and whatnot, nigga. Like, what you think this is a Disney Channel original movie, nigga? We don't give a damn about no BMX. The only MX we care got a D in the front. DMX. That's the only MX we care about. BMX could go somewhere. Respectfully.
successful.
The whole thing is y'all arguing.
But now you're playing the victim and acting like I had no right to tell you.
You didn't. I'm not gonna disrespect you back because you're my boss, so you got it.
You started it.
I never disrespected you.
You started it. You told me I'm not allowed to have a fucking opinion about hip hop.
About shit. Stop putting words in my mouth.
That is what you said.
Did I say he wasn't allowed to say
Throw
shit?
in the rock,
VW?
hide in the hand.
VW. Did I say he
Throw
wasn't
in the
allowed
rock,
to say shit?
hide in the hand.
Did I say he wasn't allowed to say shit?
Throw in the rock.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something. He got his own show on No Jumper. Do you think for 1 second he gonna go against Adam? No. All right. Niggas just trying to get the piece of the pie. All right. They get their piece of the pie. They ain't running. Ain't nobody. First of all, nobody is fighting Adam22. The only physical altercation, that house phone situation was lame. House phone just threw a drink at son. I don't even know why that went viral. This nigga threw half a cup of tequila at Adam, bro. Adam got hit with half a plastic cup of tequila, bro. What we doing, okay? Yo, that actually went viral, son. Son threw a little bitty shot of tequila at Adam, dog. It wasn't even worth anything, to be honest, dog.
Thank you. I never said he wasn't allowed to say shit.
You didn't say that, but you insinuated that.
Why are you lying?
I ain't insinuate that he's white. I just went and told you a white man that.
But you
said
stated facts, though.
No, I said a fact. All I said is you were a spectator.
But he insinuated that you was white.
You were a spectator in hip hop until 32, and then you inserted yourself into it. I was born into it. That's all I said.
What did being born into it get you?
Okay, that's what I get.
And that's immediate.
What did he do?
He's saying that.
What did that do for you?
He said that.
You got
He
that,
said,
bro.
If anything, what you said,
you more
the fact that I've experienced the success that I've experienced in the last 8 years, that's amazing. That's amazing. You've been around for 30 years.
You got it,
What'd it do?
You got it. I'm not even 30, nigga. You got it. You got it.
Damn, bro, you just got cooked.
You got it, bet.
That's
You got big cooked.
I think y'all both got an opinion on what y'all talking about.
Y'all got a point.
Y'all on two different-
My problem is that he's playing the victim now when he's the one who started it.
Oh, you did. Oh, you turned victim.
No, because he dissed me and like made it a personal attack before I did, and now he's acting.
Yeah, I need to get this goddamn golden wheat retriever out the way. Why is your dog in the middle of the podcast anyway, nigga? You don't get this cinnamon oatmeal colored retriever out the way, bro. Respectfully. You dig? Listen, you only a slave if you want to be a slave. Feel me? Yo, bro, get your dog out the way, gang. You know, I love dogs and all that, but champ, this ain't the place.
Like a victim, like I'm fucked up for saying that I'm successful.
The personal attack when the super chat read that Adam can't have this argument with Sus, and you said how he knows more about rap than you start making it a personal attack, and I said whoa.
No, but that's not a personal attack. That's just me saying I have every right to have an opinion on this shit, just like you.
That's not what you said.
No, that is the point I was getting at, and now you're trying to play a victim.
That's what you've been doing to me the whole time. A point in perception. Do y'all get what I'm trying to say? A point of perception.
Y'all being got. If y'all think nobody get y'all, cuz.
No. I'm done talking about.
We got exactly what both y'all saying a long time ago.
A nigga who watching your culture can't tell you more about when you're in it. He just can't.
No, I think we already proved that with the gang conversation that they definitely can.
You said average. We're not talking about average. I'm talking about a nigga who pops in it.
Here's a better example.
That's me.
Who's got a better perspective on hip hop?
History, so you don't know.
Who's got a better perspective on hip hop? Somebody who literally writes a history book on hip hop,
right?
Or just some random rapper?
We're not talking
it's the fucking guy who wrote the history books.
That's not the same comparison, though. And someone who would write a history book on hip hop would be someone who has unlimited knowledge and experience in the genre. Feel me? At least I would hope so. Because you do got a lot of people who appropriate the culture, who say things that's just not true. You know what I'm saying? And that happens a lot nowadays, too. You dig? If I search for Nas right now, I'm not going to get Escobar. I'm going to get Little Nas X. Let's be real. If I search Nas right now on Google, guess who's going to pop up? Not Nasir Jones, champ. And that's not gonna, it's going to be Nasir Poles, nigga. A different Nasir. You dig? You know what I mean? All we need is Flacco to come in wearing his Liberian sandals. That's the last thing that needs to happen. I ain't going to hold you, gang. That's the last thing that needs to happen. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, by the way, man. Smash the like button, too. If y'all ain't hit that like button, I need y'all to smash the like button. Hit that like shit in the video. Let's keep it going, y'all.
Yeah, because he probably went to every hood. Yeah.
Studying it.
But
Stop putting random on it. Say somebody whose father was heavily involved in hip hop and had you heavily involved in hip hop and you're heavily involved in hip hop. Say that. Not
That's
your
what
average.
he's saying.
You get what I'm saying? You're trying to
But
completely
did you notice that
dismantle
we're not
arguments.
even
There's
having a
nothing average
conversation about the Kendrick and Drake thing anymore? Now we're having an argument about who's allowed to have an official opinion in hip hop. My opinion is that both of our opinions should be taken seriously and judged on their own merits. His opinion is that because I'm white and because I got into rap or into doing content in rap 8 years ago, that for some reason my opinion is not relevant. And
I never said it wasn't relevant.
This is my thing. That is literally what you've been saying this whole fucking time. I cannot believe you're lying about that.
I didn't say
but
relevance.
My opinion about it is that
everyone's opinion is relevant to somebody.
my opinion
ain't relevant to me.
is that the argument, our opinion should be judged on the merits of the opinion and not turned into personal attacks. And you stepped over the line with that.
You kind of made it personal.
You made it personal.
No, but he
I
started
never made it personal.
Nigga said he started it, bro. You wanted to disrespect him and let's just say that them niggas was at a goddamn candle lit shea butter lounge listening to niggas talk about poetry, bro. You said this shit. You said he went to poetry lounges, nigga, to hear J. Cole and Kendrick, nigga. You said this shit. You did.
You told me that you told me because I'm from New Hampshire or because I'm old that I'm not allowed to have an
I didn't even
opinion.
know you was from New Hampshire.
Nigga from New Hampshire riding bikes talking about he know more about a nigga
See,
who was
boom,
heavily
boom.
involved.
There it is.
I
There
didn't
it
take
is.
shots,
There it
nigga,
is.
'cause you been
No,
taking
that's what you've been
shots.
doing since the very fucking beginning. What are you talking about?
Weird ass nigga. Now I'm taking shots.
Oh, see, okay, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking shots now.
See,
You've been taking shots for an hour.
He's damn.
You definitely a weirdo, nigga. You wore a thong in the middle of the podcast and put it in niggas' faces. If I was them, I would have violated you off rip. I ain't gonna hold you. Nobody would ever try no nonsense. I'ma suplex you over that couch and make sure. Matter of fact, we're gonna keep it G-rated. Never mind what I said. We don't condone any violence. Y'all hate to like shit in video. But bro, nobody would ever, no grown man would ever walk with a thong next to me, bro. Respectfully.
Oh,
You've been taking shots for an hour.
He's sus,
I'm
homie.
supposed to shut the fuck up the whole time? Stop it.
Sus,
Stop it, nigga.
homie.
What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Nigga, you was a spectator riding bikes and you start interviewing hip hop.
He's doing it again.
32.
He's doing it again.
I mean,
He's doing it again. Nobody's convinced by this argument.
All right. Shit, they was.
The argument of I get to have an opinion because I've been hanging out in
never said what
poetry
you do or
lounges
don't
and
get
you
to
don't because you were successful
More
riding
diminishing.
BMX
You was
bikes.
the first one to take a shot. More diminishing from
You're playing the
from
victim.
what I was actually
You're playing the
involved
victim.
in. That's not a victim. I'm saying you're trying to diminish what I was involved in by calling it poetry lounges. That's like for the equivalent.
How are you not diminishing what I'm involved in?
You had
See,
little
look,
parks
he's
and
playing the
hood days,
victim.
but you know more
You're
about
playing
me
the victim
bringing
because
books on
you
your
started
hood.
diminishing
That's what
my
I'm
life
saying. You get what I'm
experience
saying?
before me.
You was
Why
at
are you
little
talking to him?
parks and
Talk
hood
to me.
days,
Talk to
so
me.
you don't know more about
Don't
the
talk to
gangbanging
him.
than
Talk
me
to
'cause I
me.
wrote a book.
Talk to me. Don't talk to him.
I don't need to.
That's some hoe ass shit.
Don't
Don't be looking at him when you could be looking at me.
Hoe ass shit.
Look at me.
Oh yeah, cause we listen.
If you want to argue, look at me.
We listen.
Don't be looking at the guy sitting next to
Sus,
me.
where you going, cuz?
Damn, I thought we were just making content. Look how in his feelings he is, bro.
Sit your ass down. Don't do
Damn.
that. Cuz, where you going? Oh, don't
No,
you
he out.
I thought you was
He
out.
He out.
Oh, hey, Adam
Speak
said
your
he
piece,
out.
say you wanna say
Hold
why
on.
he
Hey,
gone.
Adam, no. At the end of the day, cuz, from the beginning, you was talking bigger, he was talking better, right?
No, but that was the opinion number one.
And
This
then
opinion is about, or
You
this
heard
argument
what
is
he
about
said, you're
who
white-
gets to have an opinion.
Basically, he was like, nigga, the culture, which he was asking you out, telling you, nigga, you can't really tell me nothing about something that I grew up
Right,
on.
but my point is just
But
that
you
he
like-
started that argument of who gets to have an opinion. I never. What am I going to say? I'm not going to start
Yeah,
that.
you saying that.
I
he
never
saying
make it
that
about the
he ain't
identity
allowing
of the
you to have an
arguers.
opinion.
It's not about the identity of who's arguing. It's about the ideas.
Right.
And so immediately making it about, oh, you're from this way of life and I'm from this way of life, that doesn't change the validity of the ideas that are being argued.
think
It should
if-
be about the ideas.
I think there's right now, even if I explain to him and explain to you, y'all kind of still like both going like this. So it really don't.
Yeah, we're
even
kinda
matter.
just churning
y'all
water
both
at
on
this
some
point.
different shit. I get what the fuck he's saying. It's like y'all don't.
It
get
really ain't no right or wrong right now, though.
You saying you
really
know
not.
The one thing I think is wrong
He not
is-
saying because you white. He's saying at the end of the day, for real, you not hearing.
Yeah,
it.
but he keeps
not
saying, oh, I didn't
because
say
you
it was
white,
about
you
being
can't
white,
say
but
it.
it was about New Hampshire, only started doing podcasts 8 years ago. You're right. You didn't say the white thing, but you made it about like everything else surrounding my whiteness.
You could have been Indian. What are you talking about? You could have been black.
The point is,
you could have been like a Flacco, not in the culture.
The point is that if we're,
what is he saying? I'm not saying white. Stop trying to make.
I just explained that you didn't say white. Why are you not listening?
You saying he was going around it.
He was talking about everything besides that. But okay.
No, you're trying to say I'm alluding to white, and I'm saying it could have been Flacco, a nigga who was somewhere in the middle of Fargo.
But this is the thing.
Spectator.
If you and Flacco have
about y'all life, it's the equivalent for Flacco.
If you and Flacco have a legitimate argument
in the gangbang culture, you're like, bro, you wasn't even.
If you and Flacco have a legitimate argument, you should be able to argue about that and not make.
I don't think anybody should get violated for money. You feel me? I don't think anybody should get violated for money. Almighty Suspect is very correct. But the problem is Adam trying to compare himself to the scenarios that he's talking about when it's not that. Feel me? It's not that. He is from New Hampshire, and this nigga had the audacity to say, I help bring hip-hop music into BMX. We don't give a damn. That don't mean nothing, nigga. You was a regular person who discovered hip-hop, bring some hip-hop into the BMX circuit like we give a damn. Nigga, BMX is not hip-hop. BMX, I repeat, BMX is not hip. Motocross ain't hip-hop, nigga. It never been and it never goddamn will. All right? That's just not what we do. Skateboarding, it's kind of jumped into the culture, but even skateboarding is not hip hop. Understand? You know what I mean? Like it's nasty work. All right, nigga, you might as well say I bring hip hop into surfing. Nigga, surfing is not hip hop. You dig what I'm saying? But you know what is hip hop? Street racing is hip hop, right? Street racing, that's hip hop. That's hip hop. Street racing with exotic whips, the custom whip, that's more hip hop than them damn BMX. I'm just saying. I know plenty of people who was street racing. That's more hip hop than a goddamn. You know what I'm saying? That's way more hip hop. Having a custom whip is hip hop. All the other stuff is not hip hop. You dig? Oh, you lost money on Iowa. That's a damn shame, champ. Well, guess what? I cannot reimburse you, champ. I apologize. They said he bought hip hop to X-rated film. Nah, you forgot about Brian Pumper, nigga. Brian Pumper, like the first adult film rapper. You forgot, nigga. Hit the like, share the video. We need to get them likes up, gang. Get the likes up.
Make it about, oh, Flacco, you're from North Dakota. Because, yes, sometimes there might be an argument in which the fact that he's not from here will kind of like inform why his perspective is totally ignorant, which I have felt that way with Flacco before. Right.
But you're not from here, so your perspective might be ignorant. You're not from this culture.
He's saying that's what he's
No,
saying.
that's my problem.
Exactly what
my
I
point.
He's saying you're not Flacco.
How is that not
You're
valid?
missing the point.
How
Is
that not valid?
We should be able to have an argument without you trying to make it all about my identity.
How is that not valid? That you're not from the culture, so you can't understand the culture.
But we're not talking about gangbanging. We're talking about Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole.
I'm talking about hip-hop culture. Hip-hop culture is hip-hop culture, not us.
But can you make me a promise?
You get what I'm saying?
Can you make me a promise that the next time we argue about something, you're not just going to make it about my identity?
You made it. Look. I can never make a hip-hop argument in hip-hop culture with somebody who's not actually from hip-hop culture.
This is literally the thing that I'm asking you not to do.
You inserted yourself into hip-hop culture. I was born in hip-hop culture is what I'm saying.
So basically, Adam is getting mad because he's telling him the truth that, listen, you not from the culture. And just because you got accolades don't mean you from the culture. There's a lot of people with accolades. All right? There's certain individuals that are in hip-hop that might have accolades, but they're just not from the culture, champ. All right? You can name plenty of people, nigga. All right? Let me think of something. Is Asher, y'all remember Asher Roth? Is Asher Roth, he probably ain't got no accolades, no real accolades in hip-hop, but son is not credible and son is not from the culture. You feel what I'm saying? You could name random people. You dig what I'm saying? So you just not from the culture, bro. And that's okay. You are a guest, as we say. You're a guest in the culture. You don't have no authorization in the culture. You wasn't born into the culture, but you are a guest. Okay? You are a guest in a culture that we grew up in. Understand? That's just how it is, gang. Y'all hit the like, share the video.
Everything you just said is what I'm asking you to not do.
I'm gonna correct you. Eminem ain't from the culture neither. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. Eminem is not from hip hop culture, bro. Eminem is not from hip hop culture. Let's be very clear. He's just not. I'm gonna keep it. Eminem is not from hip hop culture. Okay, he's not. Neither is Paul Wall. Then none of those people are from hip hop culture. Don't come from them, bro. They are guests. Like it said, they are guests. Feel me? That's it. None of them is from the culture. It doesn't matter. None of them is from the culture.
I do that. I can't.
And that's going to really hold you back as a podcaster, because the people at home don't want to hear us argue about like who's the coolest, who's the most hardcore. They want to hear us talk about the actual ideas at play. But when you say like, oh, your opinion is not valid because of whatever, that's, to me, that's boring to the audience, and it's kind of like insulting to the fellow hosts and stuff. Like, I think that you should be.
Nigga, how you gonna be mad about facts, my nigga? How you upset because somebody told you a fact? Bro, you are a guest. Yes, you have a podcast that's popular and that has been popular for quite some time. Does that mean that you come from hip hop culture? No, it does not. What it means is that you had people on the platform that helped you profit and you made a way for yourself. Congratulations. However, you're not from the culture, gang. You're just not. I don't care how much you think you are. You're not. And there's certain things about hip hop that you will never understand because you don't come from that. Understand? You don't come from hip hop culture, bro. You cover hip hop culture, but you're not from hip hop culture. In fact, the things that you do on the platform kind of go against hip hop culture or as a collective. And yes, there's rules in hip hop culture too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Listen, before Eminem, there was Vanilla Ice, nigga. Before M, there was Vanilla Ice. Understand?
Able to have an argument about music without, you know, like if me and Vlad had the same argument, there's never going to be a moment in the conversation where Vlad tells me because I'm younger or because Vlad's been working in hip hop way longer. He was doing the Ghost Ride, the Whip documentaries up in the Bay, all that kind of shit. Like, so he could make a very similar argument to what Suspect is saying, which is to say I have more and more long-standing hip-hop credentials than you, so therefore my opinion is right. But guess what? Vlad is a very, very experienced hip-hop commentator and podcaster, so he would never make that argument. My argument is just that when you hear a valid argument or you hear an argument that you don't agree with, and then you just make it all about saying that the other person comes from a different walk of life, so therefore their perspective is not as valuable, that's like elementary school level arguing. That's not like real good podcasting. A good podcast would be one in which you argue about the actual conversation at hand. Now, I'll admit this ended up being a very, very entertaining episode because of the fact that we were screaming at each other. My point is that screaming at each other about our life experiences is a lot less interesting to the audience than talking about the actual topic, which we kind of covered that in like stage one of this, and then we moved.
Let me say something, right? So, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say it. Y'all hit the like shit the video. He hit the like shit the video. Look, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, their own views. You see it how you see it. I see it how I see it. You dig? And that's cool, man. We're not all gonna have the same belief. We just can't. Everybody can't be the same. The world would be weird if everyone thought the same, right? We all gonna have a difference of opinion. I'm gonna tell you mine. You can tell me yours. That's cool. But we not always gonna agree on the same things, and that's fine, champ. Yeah, I hit the like shit.
Moved on to like, video. Oh, who's allowed to have an opinion in rap?
I think y'all made it a good episode. Shit,
one way or another. Yeah.
By even y'all saying all that shit y'all disagree on.
I have to like grab Suspect after this and give him like a bear hug and be like, I know we just argued, but it was just for content, man.
That would actually be assault, by the way. That would be nextual assault. If you tried to hug me in a manner like that, I would probably have to violate you, champ. All right. I think we all can agree that there's no need for Adam to bear hug Almighty Suspect. Can we agree on that, champs? Can we agree that he doesn't need to have a mook hug, a very lustful mook hug put upon Almighty Suspect? You dig? We gotta have to agree. Y'all hit the like shitty video. It's the mayor. Hit that like button, gang.
I love you, bro.
He know that.
Nah, bro.
See, so okay, he's madder than me. You see, he ain't into it.
Never. You feel me? Because I'm not even tripping like that. But nigga, the moment
you would have never did all that personal
big
shit.
Millionaire flexed on the nigga who really born in this
You
shit.
forced me to do that. You forced me to do that. You forced me to do that because that. See, look how mad he is.
Adam,
look at me trying to patch it up and how mad he is.
Some whole shit.
Look how mad he is.
But Adam, he's saying as.
The crazy thing about me is I'm not even a colorist of any kind, bro. I'm not. I got people, bro. I'm cool people of all backgrounds. The fact I try to make about the Eminem situations, Eminem just ain't from, bro. He's not from hip hop culture. It's just that simple. You dig? That's just what it is. He's just not from hip hop. He doesn't come from that, bro. It's simple. You know, it's just is what it is. I mean, agree to disagree. It's just a fact. You know, I'm not an Eminem fan at all, but you know, he did what he did. I mean, he's not completely trash at all neither, but he just ain't my cup of tea. You dig? Y'all hit the like shit video.
Yeah, bro, as a nigga that work here under you, you already know certain shit.
But yo, he forced me into doing something that is totally out of character for me because of the fact that you started making it about my experience in hip hop. I feel like you haven't been listening to anything I said in the last 5 minutes. That's crazy.
You got it.
All right, I think we're just gonna wrap this up because Suspect is triggered as fuck.
Oh my God,
but
nah, you ain't gotta wrap it up.
We gotta do the music stream. We just did 2 hours.
We didn't even do the music part.
No, but that's a separate stream. We gotta end this and then start that.
We get to the music.
Yeah.
So let me say this, right? Let me say this. Yeah. So the real reason why you people who's not, if you, like I said, if you not Black American, you wasn't born in America, wasn't Black, you don't come from hip hop culture. Because guess what? When it comes to hip hop culture, you literally was around hip hop culture. From the time you was born, you was around hip hop culture. When I was born, guess what I was around? I was hearing Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z, Nas, whatever. That music was played around me. And guess what? When I walked outside, hip hop culture was around me. All right? Understand. For other people, they didn't grow up and hear that. It's a difference between you actually being born and raised in that culture versus someone who's just not. They had to find that culture on their own. They wasn't just born. Their parents and their family wasn't, hip hop culture. When you grow up and you're coming into the culture because your family is hip hop. Where you live at is hip hop. For Eminem, that's not the same. Bro came out of a trailer park, bro. You think he came from hip hop? Huh? No, he did not. That's just my simple fact. I just gave you the math right there. Agree to disagree. Your boy Trailer Park Ember's not hip hop culture. I'm sorry. He didn't grow up and came out the womb and hip hop was just around. No. For people like me, that was a thing. For Em, it just wasn't. Somebody who live in New Hampshire, I don't care if they Black or not. They not hip hop culture. The blackest person in New Hampshire ain't hip hop. I'm gonna keep it a G. The blackest person in Utah, it wasn't in hip hop culture, champ. We not making it a race thing. We making it a legitimate thing. All right, New Hampshire ain't have hip hop, champ. We gonna keep it 1,000. I don't give a damn what color you was, champ. You just wasn't hip hop. You wasn't born coming up in no hip hop. You just wasn't. You feel me? This ain't got nothing to do with race at all. I'm not a colorist. I'll be the first person to tell you I'm not pro-Black. I said it multiple times. I'm not pro-Black, bro. Anybody can snake you and do you dirty. It don't matter what color they are. Don't matter. I don't care about color much. All right? I done smashed shorties of all colors. Do you understand what I'm telling you? All colors I've had. I don't discriminate, champ. I never will. Just facts are facts. Your boy M was in the trailer, champ. Around grass and rats and whatnot. Salute to him and what he does. That's cool, man. I got nothing against M. I'm just telling you that M just wasn't hip hop culture. He just wasn't. Facts over fiction. I'll tell you. That's it. That's all I got to say. Listen, gang. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Share the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button and sharing the video. But gang, guess what? It's the mayor. the one and only real New York Mayor F. Eric Adams, and you rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. And you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Like the video, share the video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe now. I got a lot more content on the way. Y'all stay tuned for more. Salute to the chat as always. Let's get it. Let's go. Come on.